I hit, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. All I hit, go get the money. So I go get it.
Holy shit, man, that was freaking epic.
So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. Early bird, go get the worm. Worm in the dirt. I can show you what I'm worth. My hands in the dirt.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you bring your plastic?
Plastic?
Yeah.
Like, you wet yourself?
Yeah, you're probably gonna make me piss myself, but.
It's okay, we got I think I got some Depends left from, from my last victim, so.
Back with Corey. As you can tell from this video, we're gonna go do some driving, but I just wanted him to tell us a little bit about why this was his dream car and how he ended up with it.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's a Viper. What can you say? I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I've wanted one. This was kind of like America's supercar, especially back when I was younger. I remember I was like probably, I don't know, 5, 6 years old, and they had it on the original Gran Turismo, and I was absolutely terrible at the game. And I was just like,
awesome.
But I really wanted the Viper, so I'd like mail my memory card off to my cousins in Atlanta, and I was like, dude, just get me the Viper. It's all I care about. I'd sit there and like crash it forever. I was terrible, but I didn't care. And I think my first encounter with one in real life was, so when I was growing up as a kid, we lived across from the Dodge dealership. And there was some guy in like an RT10 who saw me just like googly eyes at this thing, like out my parents' car's window or whatever like that. And he like looked at me and just like, as soon as the light turned green, just threw up a giant peace sign, massive donut into the middle of the thing.
That's awesome.
And I was like, I want to be that guy one day. And here we are.
Well, guess what? So. He's that guy times 10. But this is a 2017, right?
This is 17.
Viper ACR.
ACR Extreme,
What's the power plant? That's all we're gonna...
645 horsepower, but what gets you is the 600 pound-feet of torque. It's the largest engine ever put into a production car in the world. The second largest would be a Bugatti at 8 liters. This is an 8.4 liter V10.
Insane.
So it's a behemoth of an engine, which explains the long hood. But yeah, man, it gets down for sure. I mean, it's some old technology for sure. It's a pushrod V10, but it's actually the first pushrod engine with variable valve timing. So as soon as that thing hits around 35, 4,000 RPM, it really opens up. Oof. And that's where it kind of gets into its stride. It's a revver, man. It's a big engine, but it likes to rev a lot. And naturally aspirated, like I said, and it's just a big behemoth of an engine, man. 6-speed manual. I like they never offered it in an automatic. That's my thing. I know you can appreciate it with the GT.
This is an iconic classic. It's a modern classic.
Yep.
They're skyrocketing value already. I mean, it's insane what these are going for.
I really hate to think about it.
Well, look, I mean, you got 2 of them right here. I mean, this is the mecca right here.
Because I know that
right?
I'm not going to drive it any like less or like any more like restrictive.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's like, man, like I'm risking more and more each day. So
yeah, but I could see you. This is almost like. This screams Corey Ratcliffe. This is not going anywhere. I don't see it ever going anywhere. But I'm excited to ride in it. I've never ridden in your car or one of the modern ones, so I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to see what it's like. You got big kahunas, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no,
it's a perfect car for you.
It is a perfect car for me, man. I really like this thing. It's iconic, like you said. No one really has them, which is kind of weird I think. Maybe I just don't get it. I understand they're hard to drive and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I think I'm the only one in Charlotte that I'm aware of, and I love it, man. I really don't plan on ever getting rid of the thing. It's one of those cars that it's never going to feel old to me. They're just never going to make a car like that again, and I feel like if I ever sold it, I would definitely regret it. And more and more cars these days are just getting away from that like really raw, visceral feeling that a manual, big bore hot rod basically can give you.
Yep.
And that's really where my passion lies in driving, is just something that's really engaging and analog like that. I don't see what else you're going to get that's going to give you that feeling, other than maybe your GT.
So I feel like in the Charlotte market especially, you and I branded ourselves as these 100%. Cars. So let's go freaking drive it. I want to see what it's like with a real driver in the passenger seat of this car.
Let's do it.
Let's go. and you can just tell how much control you have when you're driving too. It's awesome. It's a different feeling than riding with some other guys I've ridden with. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I've had a Viper since I was 23 years old. My old GTS was even more sketchy than this thing. I mean, I didn't have any of the downforce or the grip.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's honestly, looking back though, it was probably a good thing that I like started off in that GTS, much sketchier than the ACR. No downforce, a little downforce, but not much downforce.
Was it black?
It was black.
Okay, I remember seeing pictures.
Yeah, that's what I had when I met you.
Yeah. That's right.
We were twinning a little bit. You had the Gen 4, and I had the Gen 5, and then you had that APR kit with it. So you had a little bit more downforce.
Yes.
Than I did, for sure.
I did.
But equally as sketchy because you had no traction control. I had a little bit of traction control.
Yeah, I had nothing.
No, but dude, it was so much fun. Like, that was, I mean, it wasn't my first sports car. My first one was a 996 Carrera, but going from, which is only like 300 horsepower.
Yeah.
But going from that to a Viper was just like night and day different. So I think getting into that forced me to be like a really good driver. And also, the fact that in 23 I got no fear,
Exactly.
Just got done racing motocross. So like, going to the track a lot, and I'm just kind of like sending it all the time pretty much. And I got the whole car simply just to do stupid shit, because like that's just what I wanted.
That's just what you do, right? Exactly.
And it was a perfect car for it, though. I love it, man. And now getting into this thing, it's this is night and day different.
Night and day.
I see a lot of keyboard warriors like, oh, it's just like an aero kit, and that's about it. Maybe some suspension. I'm like, dude, number one, that aero kit does a lot, and number two, like this is a race car, like 100%.
Let me tell you, just off that one little experience back there, this is not just a freaking aero kit.
It's not an SRT with an aero kit. It is a much different car.
That was insane.
Yeah, there's a reason the value is skyrocketing right now. It's a very capable car for a lot more reasons than just an aero kit. But yeah, it's crazy like how controlled you can be doing some crazy stuff, man. Like that aero kit will save you, those tires will save you, the suspension. You haven't gotten too far down the road in this thing yet, but I'm sure you can probably run over a nickel and I'll tell you whether or not it's heads or tails.
It definitely feels like it.
Yeah, it's not a rally car, man. I wish I could have brought it the other weekend, but I had a girlfriend with me and 7 hours in this thing.
I would not want to ride 7 hours in the passenger seat.
No, I don't want to deal with it for 7 hours, and I especially don't want to deal with her after 7 hours in this thing. That's not going to go over well.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah, so couldn't do it, but yeah, it's around town, man. It's decent-ish. It's a track car, though, man. This thing lives on the racetrack.
Yeah.
That's where it belongs. But I love coming out and doing stuff like this with you. I don't need an excuse to go.
Heck
drive my car, that's for sure.
Dude, I can feel it even if you're driving the speed limit. Like just how it just wants to go fast and it wants to stay planted. Yeah. Like I can feel that. You can feel the arrow.
Yep. At
40 miles an hour.
Yep, for sure.
Because the back end starts to kind of tuck down a little bit.
And it's crazy too. So like once you get over, this is just what I've heard because I've never done it. But once you get over about 160, 165, the thing starts squatting so much in the rear. You go over the smallest bump, it just starts scraping.
No
like
way.
Yep. Because the diffusers, they come down really far too, and they're meant to scrape. But because of all, at that point you're putting out probably 1,600, 1,700 pounds of downforce on the rear end. So I mean, you're right off the ground. So you literally will start scraping off the ground because the thing is so squatted.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
I love the way this car sounds. It's so Viper. It screams Viper.
I like the little D-cell burbles.
The 05 I had was exactly the same.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it to put the windows down a little bit better. It's like right in between.
Yeah. It's awesome. Jesus Christ, dude. This thing fucking hauls ass. And here's the thing, you don't feel like it can stop in time.
Dude, those carbon ceramics work, man. Those things it's got some massive brakes.
Hold on, I gotta find my cheeks. Okay, they're coming back.
Watch my feeling right now, so like I'll just be going. Then you brake and then just like that would be kind of cool to like.
That would be super cool.
Hit the double heel toe, just.
Well, especially because this is a car that's like a direct extension of you as a human being.
Yeah.
You know everything about it, so your footwork's gonna be.
And the crazy thing too is like the more I think about it, the worse I do. So like if I'm not thinking, like if you ever see like my track lap records at VIR, CMP, like anything, like even I think the Roval too. I was blasting music like the whole time. Like I think I had like ACDC or something.
That's
just like
awesome.
Literally to the max, and because like if I'm just not thinking about it, I drive so much better.
Yeah,
it's just muscle memory.
Dude, makes sense to me.
Motocross is the same way too, because the bike is an extension of your body at that point.
Right.
So like, the more you're just like focused on getting ahead, and the less you are about riding, the better you ride.
Right. Dude, that is amazing. Oh, bro, I always brag about how you can drive, but you can drive. I feel no fear with you doing that. oh, I see how it is. Let's see. I guess I'll get it at the next turn. Holy brakes, Batman! Dude, I can't move forward in my seat about
Where'd they go? God.
That was awesome. Jesus Christ, dude! Woo! Let's see if his little Barth can. Hey, get that thing up here! That would be awesome, is if he started doing it after you did it, or before, started drifting that thing. I'd be impressed. Well, I think it's time to go do a couple spins around Miller. What do you think?
Not opposed.
We got fans. I asked them if they wanted to see some cool stuff, and they said, yeah. Yeah, the Miata guys. It's just
We have a tendency of making cool stuff happen.
yeah, once in a while. All right, so what are you gonna do here? What's the plan?
Ring around the Rosie.
All right.
We'll ring around the Rosie,
Ring around the.
and then we'll swap seats.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Holy shit, man, that was freaking epic. Yeah, maybe we'll just keep going and then we'll have them swap seats over here.
Maybe.
That lady was only this scared.
Excited.
Yeah, Karen called the cops already, so thanks Karen for letting us know that the cops can be called for doing donuts. Today we learned.
Bro, that was fucking awesome. All right, Miller's turn. Here we go. I just had the best time ever riding in a car. I had so much fun.
That thing
Miller,
was-
I'm so pumped for you right now.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And now you're gonna get a view of, because I'm sure you're gonna hold your camera.
Yeah. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Oh,
Just having a nice quiet evening.
oh yeah, totally chill. It's funny, we were about to pull out of there and the lady in the SUV was like, you know the cops can be called for this?
Really?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, the kid was like, yeah, I know they can. Oh my God.
I did that like drift up the hill, and her face was just like the biggest Karen face
Oh,
ever.
yeah, no, we called her Karen for sure.
Yeah.
Sick.
I have no idea where I'm going.
Alright. Cool. You're just gonna leave me hanging, man?
Not yet. Now we're American.
Now we're American.
got like a whole playlist. I got AC/DC, Led Zeppelin on here. You got to have the most American, like, classic rock songs in this thing, man, because this really is like a rock star of a supercar, you know?
Absolutely. Is it harder to drive slow than it is fast in this thing?
Yeah. I mean, the clutch doesn't even let out in first gear until like 13 miles an hour. So, like,
oh my gosh.
anything less than that, and I'm destroying my clutch.
Yeah. I don't know if that guy was flashing his lights, cheering us on, or angry at us, but I'm pretty sure it was because he was happy.
Either that or telling us there's a cop up ahead.
Yeah, he's like, don't, chill. Oh,
Yeah,
there
there's
is!
a cop.
No way!
I love that guy. See, that guy is the kind of guy that we need more of.
What a
That
great
guy, he passed the vibe check. He's like, I see what you're doing, but he's looking out for us. See, Karen back there, she would have been like calling him immediately. Did you know what these hooligans did over there? And their little hot rod.
Little coupe.
She would have called it a Corvette. I know she would have. I could see it in her eyes.
I mean, it's pretty quick. How big are the brakes on this thing?
There's 6 piston front. I don't know the diameter though. I mean, they're like some dinner plates, man.
Yeah.
Those things are huge. Kind of reminds me of the Urus a little bit, where it like takes up all the wheel well.
All the wheel, yeah.
So I will say this. So my GTS, I had 18-inch front wheels because you could fit them on there, and it was obviously a taller sidewall or whatever, which was great. But this one has 19 fronts and rears because you literally have like millimeters of clearance just from like the brake system in the front because they're so massive.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Looks like we're almost back.
Hey, every time you're with me, you can't help but destroy your splitter.
It's, you know, we're on the second one at this point. I'm just kind of like, it's fine.
I'll take one. Yeah. Corey would be the best salesman ever because we were just like getting on. He's like, yeah, second gear's pretty fun. Wah, bah. And then it's like, it looked like we were carrying the speed to pass you guys, but there's another car coming. I'm like, okay, we're about to do some Corey shit. And then he just stands on the brakes and you're like, forward.
Just stands.
It was sketchy, but
Yeah,
it was
and
fun.
we were watching your rearview mirror, and then we saw the car coming on the other side, and we're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't go around us.
Yeah.
Well,
So
with no harnesses too, it literally throws like all your hands forward and everything. So
I'm sure the camera's like, whoa, yeah. So
Yeah.
we we slid it out onto the road.
Oh, yeah.
And the truck in the other lane was just flashing his lights, holding his lights on, and we're like, is that guy either really pissed off or is that guy like just loving it? And he was like, I wonder if it's because it's a cop up here.
Yeah, usually you do that when there's a cop up ahead. At least I'll warn somebody if there's a cop up ahead by flashing my lights or whatever. Sure enough, that guy passed the vibe check. I was like, salute. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But dude, that was awesome, man.
Yeah,
You could drive.
Had a little bit of fun, just going the speed limit, cruising, you know. There was some other guy in an ACR who's doing some wild shit, though. I don't know about
I saw
them, but
black and white.
it looked cool. Yeah.
It's the only other one in the world, black and white.
I've heard some rumors about that guy around here. You know, a lot of people have been telling me he's been doing some stupid stuff. Definitely not me. But
we were educated that cops can pull you over for reckless for that, right? Didn't that lady educate us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey guys, I hope you had a great time. I know I did. I'm gonna be nauseous for 2 days. Miller had fun.
That was awesome.
Anything else to say to the viewers?
America, baby.
America, baby. I couldn't have said it better myself. Hey, we'll see you next time.